going to change my wholish ways. I'm going to stop being promiscuous. I'm going to stop telling my daughters carnation and cremation that my one night stands is their new daddies. I'm going to stop spending my food stamps on these men. I'm going to stop dating convicted felons. I'm going to stop drinking Magdal 2020s. And I'm going to stop giving my tail up on the first night. I'm going to stop licking ass and kissing men where they pee. I'm going to stop planning weddings after meeting a guy after one day. I'm going to stop bragging on social media that I have a new man. I'm very desperate. I'm looking for a man. I'm looking for love. But I'm going to wait for Jesus. Because Jesus is the man that's going to bring me what I need. And I'm just going to wait for his timing. And I'm going to stop just being this horrible person that I once was.
Child, Jesus is the only man that you gonna get after telling that to the internet. I mean, you know, it's funny, but it's sad. Because a lot of the things that she mentioned, a lot of women are doing. A lot of women are doing. And it's because they don't know how to date. They don't understand the value of themselves. They don't value themselves. And they don't know how to vet men. They don't understand just the dating process, the marriage process, none of that. Quite honestly. I mean, I think dating should be eliminated. Like if I were the person to run society today, I would eliminate dating. And I would just go straight for arranged marriage. Because it seems as though women, and I am included, we don't make the best decisions, especially when we're younger. And that video just proved it. And for those that do have a father, or let's just say, you know, starting fresh, men that are in their daughters' lives, I would highly suggest being very active when it comes to helping her to choose her husband or to court, because she could end up like this lady. I mean, this lady is 40 years old and she is on social media speaking like that. And I mean, she's saying some real disgusting things. And by right, she has freedom of speech, but that is not attractive. And I think this is another point that I'd like to make. A lot of women think that having a nasty attitude, having just whorish ways, being rude, and just being ratchet is cute because they see it in the media. Remember, last couple generations were not really raised by two-parent households or parents. They were raised by television, iPads, and social media. So they were raised by Cardi B. They were raised by the women from Love and Hip Hop. They were raised by the Real Housewives of Atlanta. So that type of behavior is what they deem normal. And it's not. So that is why I do what I do to try to offer a different perspective, because some young women, while yes, they were exposed to this, somewhere deep in their conscience, they probably know that it's not right. And maybe I will awaken some of you. That's all I want to do. Now, the other thing is, she talked about spending her food stamps on these men, all this stuff. Now, I'm gonna say this. I think that because the system has gotten over on us, why not get over on the system? And I'm gonna do another video about this, about state marriage. But I do believe in marriage, but I believe in marriage under God. And I also believe that why not take advantage of the things that the government is so willing to give, especially the Democrats? Why not? Take advantage of it. But do it as a family. Don't do it just because you want to have a baby by someone and then reap the benefits. If you're going to reap the benefits, reap the benefits together and be smart about it. Period. I also want to talk about the culture, our culture. This type of behavior is praised. It's laughed at. And shaming is basically shunned. Like, how dare you shame a woman? How dare you shame anyone? How dare you shame a Pookie and Ray Ray? It is like backwards world. It's okay to be a Crip of Blood, or it's okay to be a rapper that basically poisons our minds with music that vibrationally puts us in a mode that is toxic for our mind, body, and soul. And it's okay for women to not understand the divinity of their womb. It's okay for women to not understand the importance of parental planning. And then guess who suffers the most? Take a wild guess. The children. The children. Because they're growing up in these broken homes with women like this type of behavior. And that type of behavior gets passed down from generation to generation. Speaking of generations, everyone's talking about generational wealth. I have spoken about generational wealth. But you know what? My mindset is starting to change a little bit. What about generational knowledge? Because it seems like these kids don't know anything today. They don't know how to change a tire. They don't know how to plant a seed in the ground to make it grow. They barely know how to cook for themselves or do their own laundry. They're spoiled. They're spoiled. And it's because of technology. Granted, yes, we are in an advanced technological society. But what if there's an EMP or something happens and, I'm just saying it bluntly, shit hits the fan? What are you going to do? What can you contribute to society? Those mad dogs ain't gonna help nobody. The food stamps, you ain't gonna be able to swipe because the power's out. So that is what I'm talking about when I say passing down generational knowledge. Yes, I think it's important to set your children up and pass down wealth, but knowledge is important. Mindfulness, knowing and understanding how to listen with your eyes, speak from your heart, how to be aware of your surroundings, how to ask questions and not be afraid to speak the truth, how to be a leader and not a follower. These are the things that we should be teaching our children instead of drinking Mad Dogs. I mean, again, the video is probably for comedy, but comedy is usually derived from the truth, and that's why it's funny. So, food for thought. Let's get better. Let's do better. If you like this video, check out the next one.